And I probably won't be scuttling ships, I just upgrade them. The only ones that I might scuttle would be transports, but I actually quite like having transports right now because we have such a wide-sprung empire. Although, I do need to get these guys... Oh, except for the galleys. No, you're not wrong. Let's go and disband you lot. And then send the heavies back home and we'll upgrade them once they get to Sevilla. That is going to allow me to get some more light ships going, although now I don't have the money for it. So actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to reduce these all by 1. And that's going to allow me to just spread out production here. I have loads of provinces, so no real downside to doing this. Like so. And we're really ratcheting up our fleet size. Alright, Teotihuacan's army is dead. That's good. You're producing grain. That's disappointing. No matter. Income seems to have sorted itself out, though that might be because we have so many colonists in transit at the moment. Actually, no. We don't have any in transit. Those are missionaries. We have 2 in transit. Never mind. Exploration's done. Keep that up. Like so. Man, Portugal seems to be really good at discovering our spies, which is very annoying. Chorty, you allied with anyone? Teotihuacan and Tzotzil. It's Teotihuacan, where's Tzotzil? Tarascan is like the only place that's still remarkably strong. And it's like entirely grain. Well, I guess that makes them a bit safer against me. You and you are both gold. You're allied with Tarascan. Chichimeca is not allied with anyone. Oh, that's a mistake. A travelling minstrel, a renowned minstrel, recently crossed our nation's borders. His intentions is to roam our country, bringing joy to all who would hear him. So we can get a artist who's not actually any cheaper, or we can gain a free stability. I'll take the free stability, especially as we're currently at 2. Thank you. I do find that event a bit weird that the artist isn't any cheaper. I wonder if that's a mistake. Oops. No, not both of you. You stay there. Huzzah! Alright, we have money again. We have sailors. Let's build some more trade protection. Need to make sure that the trade ships will be pointing the right way. Colony in trouble. Our colonial efforts are spread thin. One of the colonies has run into trouble. Food has become difficult to find. Many have died, and yet more have left the colony and returned home. Damn! We lose 1,000, or we spend 50 Diplo. I'll quite happily spend 50 Diplo. Now the other question is, how is the army here looking? First of all, you're not drilling. That is unacceptable. So you begin drilling. Next thing is, I was trying to upgrade your artillery to have at least 15 guns. So that's the other thing I do need to do. Toledo, supply limit 40. You've currently got 37, so you can get 2 more guns at least. And still be in supply limit, so everybody here is drilling. And we continue getting the professionalism that way. Did we have the uprising in Sayak? Aha, more ships arriving. Good. We probably did. You need a new general. Let's bring in the other heir. And just have you drilling here in Sayak. Alright, ships are done. So we're selecting one, holding down shift, selecting everything here, which selects only the ships. Deselect the heavies, and we'll just move you to the Lusitanian Sea, and we'll group you all together and start doing some trade protection. Alright, so how is the trade in Sevilla looking? Sevilla, we've got exactly 70% of the trade, so I'm quite happy with that amount. We're going to start protecting elsewhere. We only get 48% of the Ivory Coast, so I think that these ships are going to go down to the Ivory Coast, so we're going to rename them Ivory Coast, just so we know where they are. Protect trade, and then Ivory Coast. Off you go. And I have missed some stuff. Sorry about that. V2 Spoon, thank you very much for the 8-month Twitch Prime resubscription. M Group 0, Game Master, Buthrakur, Dezealot, and Ivankov, thank you very much for the follows. Welcome to the channel. Guk, thank you also very much for the follow. Spiel Hollenholger, thank you very much for the Twitch Prime. I already acknowledged that one. I remember you saying you were staying a bit. And then Utari coming in with a 25-month resubscription. Thank you so much for the ongoing support there, Utari. Hope you're doing well. Haven't had a chance to speak to you for a while. Thank you. Ooh, speaking of channel points, now that you're raising it, Twitch have apparently added the ability to add, like, group goals. So we could set a target of, like, 1 million channel points, and then I would do something like, I don't know, play solitaire. Once we had those 1 million channel points, which multiple people could then contribute towards. So we'll need to think up some cool things to do with that. What will I play tonight? You can find out on the schedule below. In the description. Except I don't know if that's still technically below, because they've changed the layout, haven't they? But it's in the About section. There's a schedule in the About section, or if you head over to the Discord, you can find that in the schedules. What's this track? I remember it from the Japan mod. I've just got the regular sound from the game. That previous one wasn't for La La Land. Eastern Front. Really waiting to see the tournament in Heart of Iron 4 later this week. Yeah, there's loads of Heart of Iron coming up. Absolutely loads. Hi, Valiant. Alright, so Explorer is ready, so we can send you off to go and explorify, and then this is the last region. Have we literally discovered all of the oceans after this? Yeah. We have. We don't need an explorer after this. We have now found everything. 1584, and the world is our oyster. Cool. We could also do some building, but I think I want to continue ratcheting up more light ships. Now that our force limit's 126, I want to make sure that our Spanish mainland continues to churn out ships. We have the sailor supply for it. Belize has had an uprising. We do have an army nearby. Except for the fact that we're currently sieging. England has insulted us! Are you really in a position to do that, England? I don't think so. Meanwhile, Papacy has finished everything. I'm going to take the Holy War. That will give us more manpower recovery. Seeing as I'm expecting this League War to kick off sometime soon. Oh, the Protestants have had a few more people join them. Anyone big? Is that a Hansa I see? No, Magdeburg. Florence has joined them. Still no Naples. Oh no, Naples is declared for our side. Still no France. France is the big one. France could still decide to join the Protestants. And the Commonwealth. Those would be the potentially problematic areas. La Coruna loses. Base tax, Toledo gains. We will have to accept this. And probably when the war breaks out, I'm going to have to shift a lot of my land forces to Europe. Alright, let's have all of these ships in the Jamaica Channel. Group you together. Now, I am guessing that the Caribbean is another place that I'm going to be wanting to protect trade in. Yeah, I think so. Although it doesn't actually look like a lot of the money is leaving the Caribbean to go to other locations. So maybe we want these guys somewhere else. I mean, quite frankly, we could be sending them to, say, Louisiana, Mississippi, because we have no colonies here. I'm actually kind of okay with losing money in places like Mexico, where we don't have a huge amount of control, because a lot of this money is going to be going to Nuevo Castillo, and I'm quite happy for them to see some of that cash. Though it actually looks like a fair amount of it is still going to the various Aztec miners. Although as those get gobbled up, that's going to become less and less of a problem. So yeah, I think we're going to send you to the Mississippi. Mississippi? I think that's how you spell it. Yes. Send. And we'll probably need one set of ships protecting trade in Malacca. Although there's no point doing that until we have a decent control of the Ivory Coast. I would like to hit 70% of the Ivory Coast. And in fact, Sevilla has dropped. Exploration finished. And the heir dies. A strange fever has claimed the life of your beloved heir, Pedro. As the court sheds its clothes for blacker garments, it strikes you what a frail and transient thing life can be. Just as your thoughts turn to the eternal, a young maid catches your eye. In the arms of the Lord I find solace, and in the arms of the maid. So we can get a weak claim heir, which is 7, 8, 9. It's just a little below. How old's the king? 42. And we currently have no consort. I'm going to take a risk and say 42 is fine. So we'll gain a free church. And we immediately got married, so that's fine. To the House of Zuniga. And that immediately gave us a new heir, which is a 9. He's exactly the same quality. Okay, we're fine. Absolutely fine. No problem. Got a bit lucky there. For trade protection ship-wise, do you have a set number of ships you use, or what? Like how you determine that? It's again based on how much control I have. So once I hit around 70%, then I'll start moving ships to other locations after that point. So no. Use as many ships as you need to use. One rule that I do have in terms of numbers is I will tend to build up to my naval force limit, ignoring any transports. So if we hit 126, we can actually go up to 143. Is that right? 136 plus 7, 143. Yeah, we can go up to 143 naval force limit because transports are so cheap anyway that being over the force limit doesn't matter so much for their maintenance. At least that's my thinking with that. The other thing we do want to do is start building some more heavy ships, because we've still only got the 5. And these are all early Carracks, which are kind of old. In that they are the starting ship. We are now 3 tiers ahead. So we definitely want to upgrade those. That will cost us 261 ducats. Probably worth taking a loan for, quite frankly. So we'll start you upgrading there. And I think I may even start building some more galleons. 1, 2... We'll save up for a third. That'll get us 8. We should take a look to see how many, for example, France and England and Portugal have, and try to have more than them. So at the moment, the nations with the heaviest heavy ships, France with 15, Mamelukes with 10, Venice with 12. Venice actually building heavy ships, that's interesting. So we probably want to have in the region of 15 to 20. I would say 20 would be a decent number. Malacca has 13. We're definitely going to be going to war with Malacca at some point. Yeah, I would say that we probably want about 20 heavies. Something to aim for. Papal states would like military... Oh, hang on. Wasn't I going to try and ally the Pope? I totally was. And I haven't done so yet. So we need to take out Chichimeca, and then we'll make an alliance with the Pope. Yes, I will give you access. Malacca, I will not. Oof, you guys having problems. Let's go help you out. Last thing I want is for my minion to die. Oh, this is all Chichimeca as well. Interesting. In that case, let's go and take out Guayaquil. Unless, of course, you can just give me... these two provinces. Nuevo Castillo. Ah, you'll give me that already. That'll do me. Because there's no way I can grab those, they're too far away. In that case, let's go and fight the rebels. And help out our minion in actually maintaining control. Because they're going to have a lot of rebel problems because of how much territory we've been taking in a short time. But they should be Native American quality, so they shouldn't be that much of a problem. Alright, that's enough money for another heavy. And you, Hispaniola forces, still haven't found a way home. Which is a bit annoying. Okay, where are we struggling? We could actually do with taking a lot more money out of Safi. There's another 6 ducats here. You know what? I think I'm going to do that. We're going to set up another set of light ships. Well, I think these are all going to go to the Ivory Coast. Because I want to have a really big presence in the Ivory Coast. So we'll protect trade, Ivory Coast. Then if you have multiple fleets protecting trade in the same place, they will actually merge. And then these guys we'll send to Safi, and we'll call you Safi. Alright, so we're now protecting in 3 areas. You're taking all of your territories, that's fine. We'll send these to Safi as well. Yolgnu is producing fish. That's unfortunate. How are we doing for settlers, by the way? We have got 5 colonies on the go at the moment. We could probably do with one more. So Matsolo. No. Lower Limbo. You do. Give me that colonist so that I may send him elsewhere. Gold chance here is 5.4. 5.4. How's the gold here? If you go into the trade goods map mode, you can just hover over the province and it'll tell you there. It's just a lot quicker. Gold, 6.4, 6.4. Okay, so the east coast, northeast coast, has a higher chance for gold. So I think I'm going to continue off in this direction. Off you go. And as a final, haha, I'm going to take 1,000 ducats of debt, and I'm going to build a world port in Sevilla. Boom. I could even put one in Cantabria, seeing as it shares a zone with Burgos. I think I will. We're going to go really heavily into debt. Oops, not that. We're going to put one in Cantabria as well. Boom. So 2 world ports here in Sevilla. At the end of the month, that should recalculate, and we should definitely have more than 70%. I'll be kind of annoyed if we don't. 72. Perfect. And then if we decide to dev up those areas, it's going to be even cheaper. So Heistar, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the channel. Still no other major powers. Huzzah! Yeah, I'm still feeling pretty confident about this. Even if I am propping up Bohemia. Alright, is there anything else I want to build or upgrade? There was a central trade somewhere I wanted to upgrade. Where was it? And there's one here we could do, Benguela. Malacca. We were talking about upgrading Malacca. Palembang and Sayak. Yes, do it. I'll get both. Oops, except we can't. Ah, you're not in a centre of trade area yet. Not a centre of trade, not in a trade company area. In that case, I just took out another loan for no real reason, but that's fine. We'll just use it to build up some more infrastructure. And some more trade. Is there anywhere that we need trade? Yeah, Benguela in Humbrain. Gold Coast. These are all trade post locations. So we'll do that. Central trade locations, not trade posts. It's a different thing. Ithildrin coming in with a 20-month resubscription. Thank you so much for the ongoing support there, Ithildrin. Very, very much appreciate that. Oh, hey Frank, how are you doing? See you later. Alright, Cardinal Minister. One of the cardinals in Castile has proven to be a skilled administrator and already provides useful advice to the king. At this point, making him a minister would be blah 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 blah. I think I'm going to continue with the prestige. We are now 3,600 in debt. We're at 10 loans already. Whoops! But this is all investing in our future economy, so I think it's a good investment. Speaking of other investments, I would like to have another cannon. And then I'm going to say my home army is as strong as I want it to be for now. Although we could do with another copy of this. How are we doing for land force limit? Yeah, see, we're now over. So our land armies are fine. It's the navy which could still do with being a bit stronger. Okay. One more loan. It'll be worth it. Maybe. How many is that? That's going to be 15 heavies. 15 heavies will at least allow us to be competitive at sea. Might not let us dominate the seas, but it'll let us be competitive. And at some point we should probably also build a flagship to go with them. Rains bring fertility to Riau. Good stuff. of tea and sugar. Originally a Chinese beverage, tea quickly became the new Castellan national drink after its introduction to Castile. Mixed with sugar, it is consumed by the rich, the poor, and the Mordreds. And even King Enrique IV. And that, I think, is a magnificent event to it happened to us as well. Tea and sugar, price have increased by 25%, which is great because we have a lot of the Caribbean. We gain 400 ducats, we gain prestige, and I gain a drink of tea. Cheers, everyone. Hey! Halmera produces tea. Where is that? Amazzolo. Ah, it's the Spice Islands, now to be known as the Tea Islands. Awesome. Well, that has given us a fair amount of money, which we can then invest in more trade ships. That's clearly what we need. And we are now out of sailors. Alright, what else can we invest in? Buildings. Let's get our production and our tax base up. And then I think it's going to be starting to repay this phase. Do we still have usury? We do. Which means that our costs are lower. Although we don't have very many of the economic ideas which actually relate to this yet. We need these two. But those are next. So all of the loans that we've taken is very much an investment into our future, and I think is completely vindicated. And on that note, I'm going to say thank you very much for watching. I do hope you're enjoying this series. If you are, be sure to hit that follow button to get notifications when I'm live again in the future, which will be in 1 hour's time. In 1 hour, I will be back with some Panzer Corps, if I remember correctly. Yep. So there is a new DLC for Panzer Corps 2 coming out, which is the Spanish Civil War. Huzzah! So if you would like to check out the Spanish Civil War in Panzer Corps, then I do encourage you to come and join us again in 1 hour's time, 10 PM British Summer Time this evening. The next time I'm playing Europa Universalis will be tomorrow, so 5 PM BST. We're going to be continuing the Lubeck game, followed by the Total War Saga, Thrones of Britannia. I am off on Thursday. Friday is going to be Heart of Iron, and then the big one is going to be Saturday and Sunday. It's the Heart of Iron for Kaiserreich Weekly Tournament, which I am commentating on. I did it last year. It was an absolutely brilliant, brilliant series. Like, the people involved are fantastic. The caliber of the players is enormous. And it was a really, really, really good time last year, so I really do encourage you to join us again Saturday, 6 PM British Summer Time, and also on Sunday at 6 PM BST. This week is the preliminaries. This is choosing who's going to be in the final, and then next week is going to be the final. I'm going to be commentating on one of the 4 matches going on. Richard Shrew is going to be commentating on the other, so there are 2 of us involved, and we're also going to be trying to work out something between us for the final. And I am super, super excited for this. It's going to be a really, really good game, as I've just been saying. So I hope to see you there for that. Anyway, that's it for me for this evening. If you've really enjoyed this, then do consider checking out the Patreon, which you can find at patreon.com/MordredViking. If you want to see more of this type of content, you can find it over on YouTube at youtube.com/MordredViking. And then, of course, our awesome community are over on the Discord, which you can find linked as soon as Marshall gets to it. Jon Snow, let's go for the Heart of Iron for Navy Guide and your YouTube content. Thank you, Jon Snow. Oh, you did a Twitch Prime sub. Thank you so much for that, Jon Snow. You clearly don't know nothing. That's all I can say to that. Anyway, thanks everyone for watching. I will catch you next time. Let's go and find somebody to raid. Let's see who's on. Do 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 do. Hey, Midge is on, and he's playing E4. Let's go and raid Midge, man. Midge was the organizer of the Creator Colosseum game. He is an absolutely stellar chap. He does some really, really good streams, and if you're not following him already, then I would highly encourage you to do so. So let's head over to Midge, say hello from Mordred Viking. I would love to see his chat lit up with Viking Raid, just like that. Or if you are a subscriber and have access to the emotes, then go ahead and copy and paste that one. So if you're not a sub, use the one without emotes. If you are a subscriber, then use the one with. Anyway, thanks everyone for watching. I will catch you guys in 1 hour. Until then, goodbye.